Special video. August 10th is the 150th anniversary of the historic Battle of the Tunnel. For the coal rights from here to the East Coast, there's a tunnel post office, and there's going to be calendars, photos, and so forth. But since this is a special video, let us take a walk. In the meantime, just to mention, Hollywood did reenact this entire thing back in 1945. They released a movie called Saratoga Trunk with a reenactment to this little railroad battle. I don't believe anybody was killed because it was mostly bats and so forth, but two locomotives actually collided right out in the area we're going to be looking at pretty quick. So we come up to the railroad crossing. As you can see, the post office is still near the railroad. Many years ago, the railroad used to have a hook right over there in that area, and the mail used to be put on a bag on hook, dropped off on the passenger trains that used to run through here. I remember when I was a kid watching the postmaster go there and pick up the mail. This post office down here is part-time now. Now the tunnel itself, it's right down here. Get a picture of it. As long as the train doesn't come, I'll stand here. And that tunnel is 5/8 of a mile long, completed in 1868. Then, 1869, the two locomotives collided right on this sketch, right on this stretch. So, as we go through this history video here, take a little walk. I see a new sign down that way. I'd kind of like to get down enough where I could see if maybe, because they're supposed to place a historic marker up here about the battle. It was agents of Andrew Carnegie and J.P. Morgan is the legend, although the agents' names on the history books are there and not Carnegie and Morgan. Although it's interesting, the fictional novel by Edna Ferber, also titled Saratoga Trunk, in the movie they referred, Gary Cooper at times refers to an angry Scotsman as being the boss, and there are some other references in there in the fictional novel. But back when this kind of fiction was written by Edna Ferber, you didn't use real names when you based anything on actual history. Uh-oh, I hear a train. I hear a train whistle. See if I can get up close enough to this sign. I hear a train whistle somewhere in the distance. Oh yeah, here it comes. It's in the tunnel. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get down to this sign now, or whatever this is. Let's see. Try and bring it up. I don't know if we'll be able to read it or not. There comes the train. It's going to be coming out. This is the first time I've caught a train coming out of this tunnel in a long time. Try and get back here. I don't want the train to worry about me as it comes out. 5/8 of a mile long. And you hear that train whistle. It's not very long, but it is a pretty good walk, as I recall. So this is an extra bonus because I did not expect to catch a train while I was up here. Okay, it's coming out now. See the lights? There it comes. Oops. Try and keep it in the picture. There it comes. This is the current freight line. It's still running. There goes the bells at the crossing. Thank goodness I'm not in the way of anything. As the train goes by here, I'll get a picture. In the meantime, whoa, hear that whistle coming. It's been a long time. indeed a bonus. I doubt if you can hear me over the train wheels. It's really cool. Unlike the old days, no caboose. Although there is a passenger looking type car at the end of that train, which is kind of interesting. And there goes the crossing guards up. So it should be all clear to take another picture down this way. Although, well, continue the video. I guess I'm going to make a long one here. But I think it's a bonus with the 150th anniversary coming up on August 10th of the battle. To be walking on the grounds where the two trains collided. One coming up from Binghamton, the other coming down from Bainbridge, New York. This was the key link in the late 1860s between the Pennsylvania coal country and the East Coast when it was built. And from here it goes up to the East Coast. Beautiful land up here still. Very little development. Although there are some beautiful houses and things like a beautiful private pond over this way that didn't used to be there when I was younger. I guess that's not really a sign to read. I don't know. Oh, okay, it's not a sign at all. There's a small sign there, but that's some more of these steel plates in behind. Used to be two tracks here. There used to be a siding. They've taken the siding out in recent years. I remember when these two tracks would come up and they would meet just before the tunnel. There used to be a switch up here. And sometimes trains would park in the siding. I guess with the newer technology and scheduling now, they don't need to do that anymore. Because they've taken the siding out. There's only one track now. That's older pictures I have of it would show a second track, I believe, if I had any older pictures of it. This is a very good thing. I don't know what that is. It's like somebody's out hunting. Well, I think this video is getting about long enough. Oh yeah, as long as I'm here though. Besides the pond over there. Take a picture of the, well actually get on the video, the old homestead here from the back. Been years since I lived there now, many years. Many years. Yeah, I just realized the old siding track is gone now. It goes down around the bend going this direction. There used to be a cheese factory. That's long gone. And of course the houses are, they're still the same houses except they've been fixed up and stuff since I was a kid. Or, well, whatever's happened with the one place over here, the old nurse residence. I'm not sure what you call that. Modern art, maybe. This house is beautiful in the back now. When I was a child, the Ward family lived there. We used to give us shows with his rocks from Arizona under a black light with amazing colors. That was when I was really young. And after that, the Miller family moved in. History is history, folks. And time keeps going by. I am going to be around, hopefully, although I won't be able to make this 150th anniversary, which is kind of why I'm here, because I have a schedule conflict, which is unfortunate. But it looks like I've got a bonus for everybody, and at least the fact that I now have a video of the train coming out of the tunnel just before the 150th anniversary. Hope everybody likes my walking and my shaking video. Yeah. And a lot of the families have changed here. My mother used to have 3 sisters that lived here. There's a whole lot of Valecos that used to live here. Still got a little bit of a Valeco left. In fact, I think he just went by. The Valeco family and the Foster family used to dominate this area. But pretty much all of them are gone now, except for my cousins. Well, I thank you for the viewing of this video. And remember, if you want a reference of this battle on these grounds we were just walking over, it's Saratoga Trunk, starring Ingrid Bergman and Gary Cooper, released in 1945, filmed in 1942 or 43. When I read about it, it was released well after it was filmed, and after the war was over. I believe they waited for the war to end, although the reenactment of the fight was actually shot in California, not here. Although, when you look around, the countryside here is still beautiful. And Gary Cooper makes the remark just before the battle gets reenacted, saying, "It's a mighty pretty country." He could have been talking about here, even though he was in California, because this is still mighty pretty country. Mighty pretty country indeed.